Alright guys, everybody keeps asking me how I cook my ribs. So I've been telling you I'm going to make a video for years, so we're finally doing it. Now, once you go and you get your ribs, and you get all the ingredients, which we're going to have that on the website as well, you'll get baby back ribs only, at whatever store you want to buy them at. And then you're going to have to peel the back of it off, the membrane off the back of the ribs. Come a little closer, Lindsay. And what you do, you gotta get in the middle of it. You gotta get your fingers in underneath it. And what this is going to do is going to allow more of the marinade to get into the meat. Now there's two schools of thought on this. Some people don't like to do it at all, and some people leave on the membrane and some don't. But we take it off for the purpose of this. If you start in the middle, it makes it easier. That comes off. We'll get all of it. It's a little gross, I know, but it's worth it. Once you get used to it, it just comes right off. Alright, next thing we're going to do is we're going to soak these for 48 hours. Go back wide, Lindsay. We're going to soak for 48 hours in 2 parts apple juice, 1 part pineapple juice. Doesn't really matter what brand of apple juice or pineapple juice, just whatever's on sale. The way we do it, for every pan of this, we get about 3 to 4 racks. We use 1 of each for every 2 pans. All right, next we're going to start back at the house where we put them on the grill and we let these marinate for 48 hours. So don't do them a day and call me and say, George, that didn't taste right, because it's going to be 48 hours. Okay? All right, we'll see you then. All right, guys, we've had our ribs marinating for 48 hours. I'm going to show you how we prepare our grill. It's important that you have the heat off to the side of the ribs where it's not directly under it, or you're going to burn them up, because you're going to cook this over the next 5 hours. All right, Andrew, come take a look. The large charcoal on one end, you never put the meat over top of the heat, or the meat will be all on this end. Because we're going to be cooking for at least 5, maybe 5.5 hours, and you slow indirect heat is always the best. We'll be back in a minute. Alright guys, we drained off all the marinade, the 2 parts apple juice, 1 part pineapple juice. We got it all drained off, and we are ready to go put these on the grill. So we're going to do that next. We're going to have the rest. We got 6 racks here. We got 6 more racks coming, and when they get here, we'll put them all on at the same time. Okay, guys, we just put all our meat on the grills. Got 6 on this one, 6 on the other. All right, guys. Now this is the mixture we're going to use. We put the ribs in tin foil. We're going to put a lot of this on it. What this is applesauce. We got 1 chunky, 1 regular. We just went with some chunky this time, kind of make it a little different. A good bit of cinnamon, I don't know, 5, 6 tablespoons at the most. Don't go any more than that. Cinnamon's very strong. We have 2 cans of crushed pineapple. Let's see, we have about 6 ounces of honey, and just a lot. That was an unopened bag of brown sugar. And I have just dumped a lot of sugar in there. I cook by taste. I don't cook by measurement. We measured all this, or mixed all this up, and there you go. We've got a lot mixed together. So next we're going to bring the ribs in, put them in tin foil, put a very heavy amount of this stuff on it, wrap it up where there's no punctures in the tin foil, put it back on the grill. That's all the ingredients. Alright guys, the ribs have been on the grill for about 1.5 hours, and we're going to take them inside, put them in tin foil, and bring them back out. And the rib that was in the front must now go in the back, and vice versa. so that one gets close to the heat. Alright guys, we're going to show you how we're going to apply our mixture to our ribs. We're going to wrap it up and put it on the grill. Okay? Now you cannot put, now like I said before, we use some chunky applesauce. You don't have to, and we've got crushed pineapple in here, so it's going to look a little, it's going to look a little heavy, but you can't put too much on it, okay? If it's in like a soup, that's okay. So you're going to flip this over, put the bone side up. That's going to keep you from piercing the tinfoil when you wrap it together. Alright? Some more on top. Smear it around. Now when you wrap this up, there cannot be any holes in it. If you got a hole in it, you got to redo it. So this is like a little pressure cooker. So you want to get it snug and not tight. If you get it tight, it may break the tinfoil. Okay, that's the finished product. This is back on the grill, just like this. We'll show you that next. Alright guys, we have all the ribs wrapped in our mixture in tin foil, and also at this point had to add new coals because you got to get the heat up at least 350, anywhere from 350 to 400, and we're going to leave them on here for about 2 hours. Alright guys, we got some of these out. You can see how right there the bones is coming apart and it's going to fall apart if you're not careful with it. And this is how it's going to look in the tin foil. It's going to smell like candied apples. So we're going to put it back on here for about 20-25 minutes till all this juicy stuff gets a little tacky. Then we'll put on some barbecue sauce and dry rub. In about 20 minutes after that, it'll be ready. Guys, there's one more thing I need to tell you, that when you put the ribs on here, put the bone side down, because you're going to be barbecuing the meat side, so you want the bones to point downward. Okay? You should have plenty of charcoal left to finish. Alright guys, they've been on the grill now for about another 20-25 minutes, long enough for the stuff on top to get tacky, where it's just not wet, it's just kind of sticky. Now we're going to put on barbecue sauce. I like regular Kraft or Kraft Honey, or whatever your preference is. Just put that on there. Then we're going to let this sit in here about another 10 minutes till this gets kind of sticky, and then we're going to put on some Dancing Pigs dry rub. The Dancing Pigs is a little sweeter. Some people like the Rendezvous. Some people like what's that guy, Hank Williams or Jim Beam or Beam, whatever you like. Just apply it this time. All right. All right, guys. This is the finished product. We put our Dancing Pigs dry rub on top of it. I don't know if you can see that on the side. And this is complete. Man knows how it's coming apart here. We tried to keep from doing that. But there she is. Call me with questions.